is Birdie. He is an inquisitive boy who plays the violin and likes building models. However, he doesn't speak very much, is a poor reader, and does not respond well to school authorities or schedules. Standardized test scores would reflect a below-average intelligence. Is Birdie just not a smart kid? In a day and age in which intelligence is measured by a number determined by tests, what exactly is smart? We have allowed intelligence to be determined by external measurements, or test scores, that try to tell us who we are instead of how we learn. I will be challenging this concept that a number expresses a person's quality by showing you that intelligence cannot be represented by a test score. We will see that intelligence can take many forms, and most importantly, that intelligence bears the responsibility of being a good steward of it. Although I can't possibly cover all there is to say about intelligence in 10 minutes, today we will explore a new way of measuring, viewing, and using intelligence. First of all, consider how we currently measure intelligence. A common opinion is that intelligence is evaluated in terms of IQ, or intelligence quotient. Your IQ can be discovered by taking a standardized test, assessing logical, mathematical reasoning, and linguistic ability. The results can be represented by a bell curve. A person attaining a high score, higher than 142, is commonly considered a genius, while a person attaining a score less than 85 is labeled as having below average intelligence. Originally, IQ tests were developed to uncover learning difficulties in children, so that they could receive the necessary help in school. But IQ tests have been misused as a primary, definitive, and permanent representation of the quality of an individual, according to educational psychologists Dr. Jan Stridham and Susan Duplessis. Consider, for instance, that not everyone performs well under the time constraints of a standardized test. Even a non-time test can be stressful when you imagine that your intrinsic value, your quality, is decreased for every wrong answer. Thus, IQ tests only properly represent those who are not affected by test-taking anxiety. One wonders how Sir Isaac Newton or Thomas Edison would have scored on an IQ test in their younger years, particularly considering that Newton initially did poorly in math, and Edison was considered by his teacher to be addled. What about Winston Churchill, who failed the 6th grade? Or Ludwig van Beethoven, whose music teacher once said that he was hopeless as a composer? And Pablo Picasso, who was pulled out of school at age 10 because he was doing so poorly? If IQ tests expose a person's intrinsic intelligence, then we must ask the question, can IQ tests accurately predict the future of an individual? If not, are IQ tests really representative of intelligence?